This week, an emergency call in the night. A delay for Isabel's knee operation. And a setback for 93-year-old farmer, Willie.
Hello, Dr. Brewster, can I help?
Oh, yes, it's Mrs. Wardle. Could you come over and see my husband? We haven't been asleep yet.
And what's the problem, dear?
Is it Dr. Brewster speaking?
It is.
Well, you was into him last night, wasn't you? Mr. Wardle.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yes.
What's the problem, dear?
Well, he can't sleep and he's in pain. His chest is bad.
He's still in pain.
Oh, yes, still in pain.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have rang about.
That's all right, dear, that's all right.
I was going to try and wait till morning.
No.
Terrible.
We'll be down directly.
All right, then.
I'm afraid he'll probably have to go to hospital.
Do you think so?
I'm afraid so.
So I'd have to get some clothes ready for
No,
him.
don't rush ahead yet.
No.
Let me get there, but if it's like this, I think we'll probably have to get him in.
Yes, I see. What do you think it is, Doctor, really?
Well, I think it's a bit of this angina from the heart.
Yes.
I'll be along directly.
All right, I'll unlock the front door then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Skipton, Townhead 3, over.
Townhead 3, pass your message, please, over.
Hello, Skipton, Townhead 3. Could I have an ambulance, please, to Mr. Wardle, Greenfoot, Settle, for admission Airedale, crescendo angina. Over.
I'm awfully sorry.
Relax.
Oh, yeah, yes. They get illness. Yes. Oh, I beg your pardon, really.
No problem. You haven't had much rest from it at all.
I haven't had any at all. I haven't, I didn't.
When I left, you were settling down fairly well and the pain had gone, you said, but then it came back fairly soon?
It started to come back, yes.
How soon after I left did it come back again?
Oh, you were going all night.
I'm very sorry. I was thinking you were resting quite quietly.
Why?
Hello.
It's not too easy, but
Just a chair stretcher. Where are you? Are you here?
Down at the bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom
You're
here.
here,
Part,
it's fairly near, isn't it?
Yeah, chair and blanket.
Yeah, chair and blanket. You should have got me as soon as it...
No, I waited. I wanted to make sure I was right. And when it got to this time, I did really know.
Lovely.
I'll put these in a bag then.
Those in his wash thing.
That's it, so.
I'm going back to have a little word with Mrs., all right?
Yeah.
I'll have a chat with her and a cup of tea.
Yes.
All right, so she's eating. Let your head back.
Yes, look at nice whiskey in there.
All right. You let your head back. Right, I'll let you get on.
Look what they have left.
Doesn't
good,
matter.
how is it?
They can go tomorrow.
Yes.
They can go tomorrow, no hurry.
Shall I be able to go tomorrow?
Sorry?
Shall I be able to go?
Certainly. Sit down a minute.
Oh, yes.
Here.
Thank you. Oh.
Well then.
Oh, what a night I've had. And a day yesterday. All day and all night. It's nearly more than I can stand.
I'm sure.
I know I'm asking a question that I shouldn't. Do you think he'll come back?
I think he will.
Do
Yes,
you?
I do.
Well, he's got about so very well, you know, really.
And
But
how old is he now?
he'll be 83 in June.
Mm.
That's why I'm asking that silly question. that
No,
I
it
just
isn't a
asked.
silly question at all. What's the flag for, Barry?
Royal Army Medical Corps. It's my birthday, and I was sent it for a birthday present this morning, so I thought I'd better get it flying. In fact, I just rang up the boys, the 201 General Hospital in Newcastle, because I didn't want to get the bugger wrong way up. You know, it's quite easy done. And I couldn't remember whether the yellow was at the top and the maroon. I thought it was the maroon because there's a toggle. So I checked, and we're right. Mind you, I know even the chief clerk said, "Just a minute, sir." And I knew what he was doing. He was going outside the window just to look at their flag outside on the front.
She doesn't see that as a problem.
I actually saw it, and I would have seen it myself. But
if anyone else really wants home delivery and we don't think it's a very good idea, what can we do? How can we handle it? Can we do anything any different?
Well, it's very difficult to do anything different. The only thing you can do is try to persuade them and tell them the problems. The woman still has the right to choose where she wants to have
the baby.
Leonard Wardle.
Yeah.
The old fellow used to teach me PT at school when I was at school here. Anyway, I sent him in about 4 o'clock this morning.
What was wrong with him? Was it his heart?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to give it a bit of time because it was a fairly traumatic second stage.
Certainly was, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah. Makes you wonder about doing home deliveries at all, doesn't it?
All of us feel rather reluctant about home deliveries. Dr. Hall was actually involved in the house for 10 hours when Catherine delivered, and as he was on call for the other 8,000 patients, it becomes a bit difficult to justify that sort of time to one patient. In this practice, I think we'd be all right, because had anything else happened, the other partners would have covered for Bill, but in other practices where perhaps there isn't such a good relationship between the partners, if Bill had been needed anywhere else, there could have been a sort of conflict of where he should be, really. Don't think we'll get through there. We'll have to park down the road. Daisy. Ooh. Oh, yes. It's horrible, isn't it?
She does that when she has a birth as well.
It's a startle reflex, yes, that's right. Whenever their head's sort of jerked back. Right, you're not going to like this little girl, are you? Is she called Ella?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. What was it first?
It was Ava at first, but she keeps saying Ella.
Ella's a lovely name. Shall we give you to your daddy to finish dressing you up while we feel Mummy's tummy?
I'll do the torturing. She's used to me doing it. Okay.
Did Bill put you on ergometric?
No, he decided not to.
Right.
If there's no sense of urgency about it, I'll try some homeopathic, which would deal with it a bit more gradually.
Really, where's the arm?
Well, now that it's a bit further away, how do you feel about what happened?
Great. Yeah. I mean, the worst bits of it fade into insignificance, but one of the really nice things is that the same people that gave me antenatal care and who've been visiting since were there to deliver the baby.
Yes.
So overall, I think it was really lovely having her at home.
Yes.
You may remember Willie Morfitt, who had a fractured right arm. He's got over that. He's 96, the farmer out at Wigglesworth. And I went out to see him the other day, and he complained of a bit of visual trouble, and sorting it out, he was obviously having a little bit of double vision. And coming up the hill at Rathmore a few days ago, before that, he saw 2 Land Rovers, and fortunately chose the one on the left, which wasn't the real one. He actually did scrape the wall a bit with his own Land Rover. So I told him to stop driving, of course, but also took advantage of that. And I've got him into Harden Bridge to get some tender, loving care, really.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Brewster. You're in bother already.
Why?
Mr. Tempest, sorry, Mr. Morfitt's playing hell at you because he said you kept him here too long, and he wants to go home now.
Well, I was just saying we were going to let him what's this suddenly?
Well, he thinks he's been here too long, and He wants to get home to his farm and fiddle about a bit, so are you going to go and placate him now, or...?
No, I'll go and see him now. Very good. We'll get you home tomorrow then.
No, I thought today.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, if they're ready for you, I just checked they're ready for you.
Oh, that's right.
But certainly, if not today, tomorrow. But if we can get you home today, we'll get you home today if you want to go.
We'll have to ring up home.
Well, Mr. Beach will attend to that.
If he comes here, John will come, I think.
We'll have to find. We'll get in touch with them and ring him up.
Oh yes.
If we can get you home today, we will. But otherwise, it will certainly be tomorrow. No later than that.
I'd have it today if I could possibly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do it today if we can, will we? All right.
We're going to see Elaine Merritt, who lives in a flat at Langcliffe Paper Mill. She has numerous medical problems, the latest of which is she's just had her right breast removed for breast cancer. Now then, that's particularly unfortunate in Elaine because she was found to have breast cancer on the other side some years ago. She also has angina, back pain, and various other medical problems. There's a problem in the family at the moment in that there is an all-pervading smell in the flat, which she thinks is contributing to the family's general ill health. Hello, is your mummy in? Yes. We'll have a little look.
Right.
Oh, that's smashing now, Elaine.
So,
oh, it was awful before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I couldn't wear my bra, you know, and the other side was the same with the look. It's okay.
Oh, that's all right now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we're okay. Improving.
Yes. Are they better now, or?
Well, James has got a sore throat
Still.
and Andrew keeps having headaches, and I think it's all, you know, the circumstances here.
Yeah.
What's been the problem?
Well, I think, but you will know better, that it's just this flu bug. And both Betsy and Francesca, my daughter, came out with it this morning. I mean, they both woke up saying they were sick. And when they got out of bed, they were dizzy.
Yeah.
So they got quickly back in again. Now, this is Francesca Bell.
And how old is Francesca? 7. Tell me what the problem is. How have you been in the last... How were you this morning first thing?
Well, I got up and went in the nursery.
Yeah.
And then I felt a little bit dizzy.
Yeah.
And then I came back to bed and I've had a headache and vitamin.
Had a headache?
When the children are going to school and I'm giving them paracetamol in the morning because they've got headaches, that's no good. But I mean, we're not blaming the mill; it's their property. But we did report this smell in October, and then they sent for the environmental because we had cockroaches as well. We were overrun with cockroaches, and they came, and so it's been an ongoing thing since October, but getting nowhere.
Number 1 on the agenda, better use of the practice nurses' time on Tuesdays with 3 nurses on duty.
I think 3 nurses in on Tuesday morning, plus
I think
the district
just
nurses
stop.
are still
We
doing
can use our time more constructively to do things like setting up new clinics that we actually get reimbursed for.
Well, Christine's suggesting setting up an asthma clinic.
We haven't got room in the surgery on a Tuesday morning to run another clinic as well as 3 surgeries
Well,
going.
she was thinking about
4
Claire's
surgeries.
old room.
Right.
But I mean, that doesn't solve the problem of Tuesday morning,
And
does
Tuesday
it?
morning's so busy that surely we don't want to create more customers
No.
in the waiting
No, we
room.
don't.
We want to decrease that, really.
That's right, the general help they need. straight away.
Right, well, I'll have a word with her. I'll get back to you about that.
And the hypertension reviews.
Well, that was the other thing.
That
was the other thing. She was,
Well, if someone bobs down, send him to the back of my house and I'll get one out now. This lady has the most dreadful rheumatism. She's got a combination of rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, and the pain she's subjected to is gross. She's now a candidate for knee surgery, and it's fairly grotesque because the noise that her joints make, particularly her knees, when she moves is fairly excruciating to listen to, never mind one can only imagine what it feels like to experience. Isabel? I've got the camera team with me. Is that all right?
Yes, but I'm not really tidy.
Well, don't worry about that. Just stay as you are now. Just relax.
I'm upside down.
Shh, you're not there. They're not there. Let's just have a look. How are you today?
Oh, I'm not so good. I can't get any further out of bed. It's my bad knee, my good knee that's...
It's causing you more pain?
The pain's terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to wait all that time to get in.
I know. Well, I'm seeing Mr. Beard at lunchtime today, 1 o'clock. I'm seeing him. Just can you show me what you can do? Can you get up at all?
Well, in that case, you will have to hold here.
I don't want to hurt you.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's a pretty awful noise and a fair amount of pain, I think, isn't it? All right, let's just sit you down again, look. I don't want to do any more than that.
You have to hold me while I bend my knees.
All right.
No, I cannot.
Get them moving.
No, it is so frustrating. Terrible. I'm just at my wit's end with it.
I can see that.
This waiting business is awful.
Have you put it back again?
3 times. I'm now immobile.
There's several reasons for the long waiting list. One of which is, of course, that there weren't waiting lists for knee joints a few years ago because no knee joints were replaced. As these technological innovations become more available, then more money's got to be spent on health, because without health you can do bugger all. I don't want to get involved in the amount of money we spend on defence or whatever. It does make me wonder when our tornadoes go over the top of these bloody hills and just about part my hair. At how much are they now? 18 million apiece?
Have I put you off yet? That's the plan. Just a few points about where to make the cuts on the skin if you have to do this. Obviously, in this sort of a position for the pulp, I like to make an incision on the side, not on the actual pulp here, because the scar on the pulp is almost as bad as the original pathology. But these are just standard sort of pictures, really. But basically, there are only so many operations available to us in orthopedics, and the best one, of course, is arthrodesis, and we do it often on little toes and big toes and knees, and it's the only one I know, actually. Sometimes this is exactly what you do. You cut the joint out, put a screw in, jamming it all together. Now, I doubt very much whether you would be wanting to do that in the practice.
Yes, who is a terrible rheumatoid. You've seen her, and you're going to do a knee replacement, right?
Yes.
And she's down for the 1st of Feb, you know, and then she has to be put off to the 12th.
Right.
And I think she's been put off again to the 1st of
Right.
March. Can we not put her off again?
No,
because her morale is beginning to slip. And she's a marvellously brave woman.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put it in black and white. We'll write to her, giving her the details of her admission.
Yeah, super.
And then she can have something to identify with the actual date. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great.
We've I mean, cases like that are worth doing, but
Yeah.
of course there's so much support needed.
Anyway, you're going skiing?
Yeah, we're off.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. My patients are waiting for you. I'm sorry, I'm about 10 minutes late. I got held up with these people up in Horton, so forgive me, and I'll catch up as soon as I can. Anything on fire?
No, there's a visit coming, but it will wait.
Was it local? Where?
Castle Hill.
Oh, right. Is my box down?
Yeah.
I'd love a cup of tea when you can
Okay.
manage one. No hurry.
Time for surgery. Mrs. Valentine.
In my working lifetime, in the last 15 years, we set about a campaign to eradicate brucellosis completely from cattle in Britain.
Yeah.
And like about now, the exercise is complete. So you shouldn't be getting any funny old vets like me coming in with chronic brucellosis.
If you go back and sit in the waiting room for a minute,
Yes.
nurse will have you in, they'll take off the dressing, then they'll ask me to come and look.
Come and see you,
All
'cause
right.
I didn't know who to see
That's
first,
perfectly
you
all
said.
right.
We've done the blood test, Julian, and it does show that you've got an overactive thyroid gland. It's quite high, really. It certainly explains all the symptoms you've been getting.
The important thing is that we've discovered it and that we can fix it for you.
Well, it's my own fault. I shouldn't have touched that dog. The little Jack Russell. How was it? I was stroking the lurcher, and Jack Russell had a scene, so I said, oh, I said, you soft little thing, shut up. And I put my hand out, it went, oh. I won't do it again. No.
When did they diagnose it?
1967.
Right.
I'd had it for 12 years undiagnosed.
Had you?
Yes.
So how many days of the course of tetracycline did you manage to take?
Oh, 5 days.
All right.
Took the full thing.
I just wonder whether it'd be better left in the open air.
Well, you do quite a lot of in water, don't you, Mrs.
Yeah. So I'm cleaning all day long, you know, I go out to 3 different places.
Have you got any questions that you'd wanted to
Well,
ask me about it?
No, I've read about it.
You've read about it? Does that match up with what your book said?
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice to get it right, isn't it?
Old Willie Morfitt's been back from Hardenbridge Hospital for 3 days now, and John Booth, his good neighbour and watchdog, phoned me up, and he's told me that he's not so good and he's got a bit ruttly in his chest, so it sounds as though he's got a chest infection of some kind, possibly a pneumonia. And we'll see what we find and what we can do. Oh, shit. Locked the bloody door. He goes to bed a bit early, does Willie. About 6:30, but on the other hand, he gets up about 4:30. Or 5:30, anyway. I'll have to go along to John's and just see if we can get a key. Any chance of a key?
Thank you.
A bit ruttly, is he?
Yes, very. Very.
When did he start going?
This morning. This morning, mostly, yes.
Oh, John, I'm going to have a struggle this time to get him back, aren't I?
I don't think he'll want to go at all.
Because he fairly leapt home on Tuesday, didn't he?
I certainly did.
Tea.
Followed Mr. Beach down the corridor of the hospital, you know, saying, don't forget to ring up. Can you just breathe for me? Well, you've got a right-sided chest infection on this side here, you see. That's what's making you feel weak and a bit coughing. Ah. What do you think we ought to do? We've got to get you better.
No idea.
Well, I have, but I'm not sure you're going to like it. Do you know what I'm going to say?
I'm not going away, Doctor.
Eh?
I'm not going away from here.
Aren't you?
Oh, I'm not going to do this.
Well, who's going to nurse you, love?
Never mind, somebody will do it.
Eh?
Somebody will do it.
Well, who?
Oh,
These fellas are busy lambing. You know that.
and I'll get that chest will get better now.
Eh?
It'll be all right in a day or so.
Well, it's possible, but it'll be all right for sure if we can get you in to Harden Bridge for 2 or 3 days.
I'm not going back into Harden Ridge.